What's up, everyone? Just out here on the tractor doing a little brush hogging. I don't know if you can see in the video, but you can kind of see the difference between what I just mowed down and what's coming up here. I mean, we got full-on trees coming up. I gotta get all this brush off the top of the grass so the grass can come up and take over. We're finally getting some rain. So I got a lot of field to mow down here. But just wanted to stop, have a little break right here and give you guys a little message. Just want to make sure everyone out there is preparing for the crisis that's coming. I mean, really all you have to do is look around. You know, open your eyes, look around. You can see what's going on at the supermarkets. Prices going sky high. I mean, if you watch the news at all, you'd see that there's extreme droughts going on worldwide. China is getting hit hard. Europe is having a drought. Mexico's having a drought. A lot of parts of the United States are having a drought. And then it goes from extreme drought to flooding rains that flood out crops. I mean, global crops are getting hit hard, guys. You know, global livestock's being sold off in the U.S. because farmers can't afford the feed. They need to get through winter. I mean, big round bales of hay are, in some places, are selling for $100 a bale or more. So guys, I really hope everyone out there's stocking up on food. You know, just put some stuff away for winter. Whenever you do your food shopping, just, you know, if you can afford it, you can start small. I mean, just put a few things away in a closet for, you know, just like people used to do 100 years ago. I mean, people would, you know, put away some food for winter so they can make it through winter to the next growing season. And, I mean, global crop production is getting hit hard. I mean, I don't know if we're going to see extreme food shortages in the U.S. here because we grow so much food here, but I mean, hey, they're struggling here too. So you don't know. You just don't know what's going to happen. We're already seeing, you know, supermarket shelves, you know, items out of stock, bare shelves in some places. Seems like our government is pushing us closer and closer to World War III. They keep, you know, the administration keeps threatening China, threatening Russia, placing sanctions on countries, trying to bring down other countries' economies. You know, they're working right now to weaken Russia to try and weaken Russia and, threatening China as well. I mean, these countries see what's going on. China's definitely not stupid. They're building up their military. China and Russia are, getting together, making business arrangements together. They're joining with other countries like India, Brazil. I mean, some of the biggest populations in the world getting together. Russia, India, China, Brazil. Saudi Arabia seems to be siding with Russia and China. They're, they're getting tired of being pushed around by the West, by Europe and the US. So they're making their own economy. They know the US is going to place sanctions on, they've already placed it on Russia. China could be next. I mean, they're preparing for this. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Americans out there, man. I mean, you got to be pretty much deaf and blind if you don't see what's going on. I mean, you guys got to be out there preparing, putting away food, making sure you have, some good water filtration, a good water filter for your family. Make sure you have some kind of a generator or alternative power source. I mean, we could see power outages. Lots of places are talking about power outages. So, I mean, if you and your family are completely dependent on the supermarket, you're completely dependent on the food supply system, I mean, don't you kind of think that's a problem? I'd be pretty nervous if my only source for food or anything was, Walmart and large corporations. A lot of times when things get bad, these places just shut down stores. So, I mean, they don't care. They'll close a Walmart down and move out of your area. They just care about making a profit. So you guys, I'm sure you see what's going on. You can feel what's happening. Just trust your instincts. The mainstream media is gonna, they want you focused on something else. They want you focused on all this circus with Trump and, investigations and, they don't want you focused on what the current administration is doing wrong. I mean, they're really just driving our country into the ground. Thousands of immigrants walking across the border. Trucks pull up and hundreds of immigrants jump out. I mean, our country can't even take care of the people who are here. Our country doesn't take care of its elderly, our elderly, our senior citizens. Why not help them? Our military veterans, our military veterans really, get screwed. I mean, our country should be, putting some money into helping senior citizens, helping veterans, not, providing, a college education to illegal immigrants. I mean, this thing about, Biden paying off student loans. Biden's not paying off anything. It's the American taxpayer that's paying off student loans. I heard the news say Biden, sends money to college students or whatever you want to, whatever they want to say. It's Biden's not paying for anything. Biden's not giving anybody money. It's your money that's being handed out. Basically, Biden is trying to buy votes, He's handing out money before the midterm elections to, increase their chances of winning. That's what it's all about. That's all these politicians care about. They care about winning elections. There's an election coming up. That's why they're doing this stuff. You'll probably see more handouts to buy your vote. Vote Democrat, get $10,000 off your student loans. I mean, they may as well just hand out thousands of dollars for your vote. So, I mean, it's gonna get bad this fall, guys. It's not getting better. Despite what the politicians tell you or the mainstream media, telling you, I mean, for a year, months, that our economy's rebounding. Come on. Really? Our economy is rebounding? I don't know if you guys have, seen, your life rebound. I mean, if anything, you're paying more for your living expenses than ever before. I mean, So guys, the food crisis is real. We're seeing it firsthand here in Arkansas, where we raise sheep, we raise cattle, we raise hogs. We just had a couple hogs and a full beef cattle butchered here recently. So we're putting away food for winter. I mean, it's nothing, it's not like you're crazy to put away food. I mean, people have always prepared for winter by putting away food. You don't want to, have your family dependent on the supermarket when this crisis hits. I mean, people will flood the supermarket and strip it clean in a couple days. Probably more like a day, it'll be stripped clean. I mean, you don't want to have to rush down and fight the crowd to try and get your family's food. So, I mean, oil prices, gas prices, I know we've seen prices come down, and, Biden is out there saying, he did it, the Democrats brought your prices down for gas. The only reason gas prices are down is because the economy's slowing, guys. spending is slowing down. If there was huge demand for oil and gas, the price wouldn't be coming down like this. I mean, they're trying to get gas cars, more gas-powered vehicles off the road. They're, putting restrictions on drilling for oil in America. Biden would rather fly over to Saudi Arabia and beg them for oil than drill right here in our own country. We could supply our own oil. We don't have to be dependent on countries that don't really like us that much. I mean, look at Europe. They're completely dependent on Russia for oil and gas. Russia can cut them off. They're going to have a real hard winter. When Russia cuts off their gas and, there's ice and snow on the ground, you're going to see a real crisis in Europe over this stuff. I mean, you're going to see food prices go up, shortages. Just put some stuff away. You can still get dry goods at the store right now. The stores are still pretty well stocked. So take advantage of good times and, get some dry beans, some rice, pasta, whatever, and put it in a box in your closet. I mean, get some seeds put away. Learn how to grow some food. I mean, even if you're just growing food in pots, in containers, at least you're learning about, the process of planting, caring for a plant, harvesting. You can even save your own seed for the next season. So, I mean, if you're just dependent on Walmart and Safeway, that's kind of a problem. A lot of food is imported. I mean, just as an example, we grow livestock and butcher the large ag companies that raise animals and butcher. They actually send the animals over to other countries for them to be packaged, and then it's sent back to the U.S. It's produced here, packaged in another country, and sent all the way across the ocean back here. That's a long supply chain. A lot can go wrong. So guys, I mean, as we get deeper and deeper into this crisis, as we get into October, especially November, I'm going to be back on here talking about it, warning you guys, trying to get if one person listens to this and, starts putting some food away, that's what I'm looking for. I don't have any agenda. I'm not making any money or anything like that. I truly just want people to get prepared. The whole country is better off when more people are prepared. If there's a crisis, we're stronger, The more people we have that are prepared, the stronger our country is in a crisis. The mainstream media is out there, teaching people to hate their own country. We have a large number of people who, don't have pride in America. They don't love their country. So that's another problem going into a crisis. I mean, if we're going to be strong and come out of a crisis and work together, we need people who have pride in their country and love their country. I mean, I'm not talking about the politicians. I'm talking about the people, America, I love my country. I don't care for the politicians. They're criminals. Politicians are not America. I mean, America is the people, the everyday working family. That's the America I'm talking about. So, I guess I'm going to end it there. Like I said, I'll be back on as this crisis gets worse and worse as we go into fall. We're going to start seeing all of these things add up and hit the market. It takes a while for crop shortages and, failed crops to, hit the market. It takes a few months to go through the supply. So get some food put away, do your research, do your own research. All of this stuff is out there. I mean, all you have to do is look, put down the video games for a little while. Turn off the TikTok videos and, watch some educational videos on gardening, preserving food. There's a lot of information out there of what's happening. So just be alert, stay safe, and prepare. That's all you can do. All right, guys. Signing out here, getting back on the tractor, back to work, but I'll talk to you guys soon. Hope everyone has a good Labor Day weekend.